operation of Amotekun Corps. Raja boasts of veto power to frustrate critical aid to northern Syria.
Ondo State Governor says cleaning up of the affected communities and compensation of victims of the fire that engulfed a floating production storage and offloading vessel off the coast of Elijah local government area of the state must be done with utmost transparency. Receiving members of the House of Representatives Committee on Host Communities, Petroleum Resources upstream and downstream in Akure, the governor said the impact of the explosion in the oil-producing areas of the state is huge and glaring. Akeredolu appealed to the federal lawmakers to be security conscious while carrying out their impact assessment in the affected areas. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole completes the story.
This sad event took place in February this year as efforts were made to put out the fire that engulfed a floating production storage and offloading vessel off the coast of Elijah local government area of Ondo State. Few months after the sad event, succor appeared to have come the way of people of the affected area as the House of Representatives Committee on Host Communities, Petroleum Resources upstream and downstream visited Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu in Akure. Led by its chairman, Mr. Dunamene Deko, the committee applauded Governor Akeredolu for not politicizing issues of national development. According to him, members of the committee will visit some of the affected areas to assess the extent of the damage recorded.
That facility carries about 2 million barrels of oil, crude oil. And as at the time we understand of the explosion, investigations we had from NOSRA and a lot of other agencies, an independent investigation also had those who were even on the platform or had relationship with that particular facility. Goes to show that they had well over 100,000 barrels of crude on that facility. So it means that with that explosion, a lot of that product has been dispersed into our waters. The effect is not only at that particular spot, but down to the onshore and also to other states, coastline of other states. But the biggest impact from what our studies have showed us is around the coastline of Ondo State.
Governor Akeredolu appreciated the federal lawmakers for the visit, noting that the impact of the explosion is huge. The governor said cleaning up of the affected areas and compensation must be done with utmost transparency and sincerity.
I expect that most people will come out and you meet them and discuss with them, because that suffering is not one that time can take away. They are going to live with it for some time. The waterways, their means of livelihood is almost destroyed forever. You don't have fishes again. The aquatic life there is almost being destroyed. So when you now have the vehicle that exploded, damage to the vegetation, the coastline, the aquatic life there, it's not something you can that can be adequately compensated.
Speaking with Government House correspondents, some of the stakeholders gave more insight into the incident and efforts of government to alleviate the sufferings of the host communities and their people.
Indeed, this explosion happened offshore Elijah Coast, particularly the Ugbo Kingdom. And of course, drawing from what the governor said, it's important that whatever will be the compensation therefore should go directly to the people.
The governor commissioned a high delegation ably led by the deputy governor to the House of Representatives where our position was presented. We do respect that the House of Representatives committee members will do a thorough job.
Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
The Ondo State House of Assembly has passed into law an amendment Bill 2022 of the State Security Network Agency and Amotekun Co. The bill is to further strengthen the security of lives and property of the people of the state. House of Assembly correspondent Omoshile Oladesoye Ajayi reports that the bill for the establishment of Ondo State Security Trust Fund also scaled through third reading. The report.
The urgent need to reposition the Amotekun Corps to deliver on its mandates prompted members of Ondo State House of Assembly to aim at strengthening the homegrown security network through updated legislation. Chairman House Committee on Security, Ololade Gbegudu, who submitted report on the bill, said it will boost efforts of the security network in the fight against crime in the state. While deliberating on the importance of the bill, other lawmakers noted that its passage became imperative following recent attacks in some parts of the state, saying it will further equip the Amotekun Corps to effectively discharge its responsibilities.
I rise to move a motion that the Ondo State Security Network Agency and Amotekun Corps Law Amendment 2022 third reading and pass to law. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
I rise to second the motion earlier moved by the majority leader of this House, Honorable Munashiri, that the Ondo State Security Network Agency and Amotekun Corps Law Amendment 2022 to move to third reading and approve and pass the law. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Speaker, Mr. Bamidele Oleyelogun, while passing the bill into law, said it will further strengthen the security architecture of the state.
Following colleague, the motion has been moved and duly seconded that a bill for a law to amend the Ondo State Security Network and Amotekun Corps Law 2022 move to the third reading at the same time pass into law. Those in favor say aye. Against, there is 7. Thank you, Honorable.